Now, do you know that you can actually study here a PhD degree without having to pass through the master's degree phase? There is no hard and fast rule that says, or any natural law that says you need to have a master's degree before a PhD degree. So why am I? Hello guys, welcome to MahdiGiboLifeAbroad channel. Now today's video is for those of us who are dogged in the process, who have made US as a priority. Okay, now this video is not for those of us who think we can just wake up from our beds and come to the US, or those of us who think we can just send in one application and depend on miracles. But this video is for those of us, just like I said, who have made US as a priority and are ready to do everything possible based on our abilities to come here. Now, there's something some of us don't know and some of us know already, which I just want to tell you guys. Okay? As you know, we are reporters. We always report news. Now, do you know that you can actually study here a PhD degree without having to pass through the master's degree phase? There is no hard and fast rule that says, or any natural law that says you need to have a master's degree before a PhD degree. So why am I saying this? Now, in the United States here, doing a PhD degree offers you the opportunity to get full funding and a stipend. It's like 90% chances of you getting funding and a stipend to come do your PhD degree here than your master's. And the reason for that, universities in the US are ranked based on the research, based on the outputs, and that output is determined by what they solve. I mean, the problems they solve, the humanity problems, or what are the things they do. So what happens, how it works? They are given funding for research. Now the university will distribute this funding to the department, to various faculties, which is why most often, most universities, they will tell you that PhDs are fully funded. Assistantships are given to PhD students. So now, I know it's difficult, but you may want to consider this as an option. Especially if you have some experience in your area and you're someone that would like to see results. Because you know, when you do a research, at the end of the day, you're aiming for a result. Okay? So if you're someone who yearns to see result at the end of something you have made so much effort on, you've put so much effort on, then you may want to consider that as the easiest way to come here. Trust me, this works. I have emailed so many and I have asked one-on-one conversation with graduate coordinators or admissions officials regarding the same, what I am just telling you now. That do I need to have a master's degree before applying for a PhD? And they told me no. We accept students who have a bachelor's degree to a PhD. But in my own case, I was like, no, I'm not ready for another 4 years. Like, you know, which is like the minimum years you are going to spend doing your PhD. But if your aim is to come here and do through scholarship, which is difficult for us to get, you may want to consider that. And you just have to be smart in the process. Now, you may want to apply to a university. So let's say you don't even want to do a 4 years PhD. If you have a research you have done, or you are good in terms of writing, unfortunately, technology has made it simple for us. We have AI now, okay, and we have more advanced ones that can present certain writing samples to you and you feel like it's natural, okay, except if you don't know how to use them. So you may not be ready for a 4 years academic path again, but let me tell you, you have to be smart in the process. You can apply to University A to come here as a PhD student. You get to that university, while you be there, you apply to another university, maybe for a research-based master's, as research-based master's, yes, okay. If you get that funding, which is more like the same as a PhD student, because there are two types of masters, and I'm quite sure I have said it many times already. Okay, you have the research-based masters and the professional or course-based masters. So you may want to come using your PhD offer letter and the scholarship. Then the other year, while you be here, you apply to other universities as a research-based master's, which gives you the opportunity again to get funding and a stipend. And if you get that, school A would never say, no, there's no way you are going to leave us. It does not work like that. You can transfer to University B. It works. Okay? Anyways, that's just in case you don't want to take another 4 years. But the main thing I'm trying to convey to you is that if you have tried so hard to get a master's degree scholarship, which is like a course-based master's, which is so difficult, in most cases for you to get full funding, you will only get like automatic scholarship. You may want to take the path of doing a PhD. And out of 100%, I don't know. I would say, in fact, 100% of students doing a PhD here don't pay because it's very expensive. So what happens once you are considered for admission, your application is going to be used to assess you for the PhD. If they're not going to give you a scholarship, trust me, they won't offer you a letter, admission letter. I don't know if there's anyone, in case you are listening to this video, or you've seen this video, and you think you've had experience wherein you got a PhD offer letter to come study here, and it is stated in your offer letter, it is stated that you are self-funding student. Please tell me, because I have never heard of short. Even when you check the university website, what you will see is that PhD, they prioritize them for them to get the assistantship positions. I mean, like research, graduate assistantship, okay? And those ones comes with full funding and a stipend. So if you have the experience or you are smart enough, you are ready to put in the hard work, you may want to consider this. For you to excel in this area, you have to be someone who likes reading. Read as many papers as you can in your area of study. Okay, it's going to help you a lot. So you find it very easy to do writing. It's going to help you. This works. If you have the experience, you are determined, even if you are just from the university, but you know you are smart enough, don't label yourself finding that master's degree scholarship to come study here. Go in for a PhD. And trust me, out of 5 universities you will apply to, I guarantee you, if you put in a solid application, you will get that offer letter with that full funding and a stipend. I have seen this already. There are people who have reached out to me getting 5 different scholarship, fully funded, PhD and a stipend, and they'll be like, I just need to choose this one depending on the what is inside and their area of interest, or what is inside the offer letter. This works. You may want to consider this area. It's the easiest way for you to come here to get funding. I mean, like, because there are 3 phases, or should I say there are 2 phases. You apply to a university, you get the scholarship. The other part now, are you going to pass the visa? Because there are people who get fully funded PhD scholarship, yet they get rejected. Anyway, so we'll get to that point. Okay, I'll start preparing videos on how to answer some of these questions. And just after this video, I'm going to make a video. I don't know when I'll upload that, on how to answer the question of funding, especially if we have a third party doing that for you. I mean, like your aunt, your uncle, your brother, or cousin. How you can relate things. Okay, why should your uncle pay for you that amount of money, or your aunt? Okay, there should be some relationship. Not like, I don't mean blood relationship, or because they have been paying for you, but I'll get into that. Okay, let me don't mix things here. So in a summary, you can actually do a PhD without having to pass through the master's degree phase. It's possible. And the good thing is that you can get full funding and a stipend. It comes with preparedness. You have to prepare yourself for that. You have to be ready. You have to make up your mind. Remember, it's going to be 4 years. And trust me, it's not like, yes, in as much as it's intensive, but there are master's degree programs that you will do here that are more intensive, because it's going to be a very short period. So they are more intensive than even maybe your PhD. Don't just wake up from your bed and think you can just come here or apply for that PhD. Your brain, you have to be smart. You have to be ready for that. Okay? So guys, if you have learned anything from this video, all you have to do is just to consider being part of the family, or share this video to someone else. And for those of you that are yearning for PhD, I guess I don't need to elaborate more on that. Okay? You can just reach out to Gary coordinators. And in fact, for PhD, even if you don't reach out, the chances are high. Trust me. Just be sure that you have some writing samples. Okay, something you have done a research on. Because most often when a PhD student applies, they will tell you for you to put in a research proposal. And technology has made it very simple for us, as I have said. Okay, guys. So, see you again in my next video. Let's start to discuss visas, some common questions, and how you can approach them. Okay, see you guys. Bye bye.